Sutra 2.43 Kaya Indriya Siddhi Ashuddhikshayat Tapasa. Kaya means body, Indriya means senses, Siddhi means attainment or power, Ashuddhi means impurities, Kshayat means destruction, Tapasa means ascetic devotion, a burning desire to reach perfection, that which burns all impurities, self-discipline. Kaya Indriya Siddhi Ashuddhikshayat Tapasa. Self-discipline, or tapas, burns away impurities and kindles the spark of divinity. Self-discipline destroys all impurities, perfecting the body, mind, and senses, so that consciousness functions freely and attains divinity. Ahimsa cannot be properly understood without reference to tapas. Tapas is the inner himsa, or violence, by which we create the possibility of outer ahimsa. Ahimsa cannot exist alone. A complementary force must necessarily exist. Mahatma Gandhi would never have been able to summon up the implacable peacefulness which moved an empire without his ruthless attitude towards his own self. Violence is perhaps too strong a word for tapas, but it is an inner burning zeal, an austerity, a sort of unflagging hardness of attitude towards oneself, which makes possible compassion and forgiveness towards others. Sutra 2.44 Swadhyayat Ishtadevata Samprayoga. Swadhyayat means by study which leads to the knowledge of the self, self-study or reading the scriptures. Ishtadevata means the desired deity. Samprayoga means union, communion, coming in contact with the divine. Swadhyayat Ishtadevata Samprayoga. Self-study leads toward the realization of God or communion with one's desired deity. Study of the self has two paths. One is for communicating from the skin, through the inner sheaths towards the seer. The other, from the seer to the outer layer of his abode. Though consciousness exists in the body, it needs to be tapped through the practice of asana and pranayama, in which the intelligence acts as a bridge to connect awareness of the body with the core, and vice versa. This connecting intelligence alone brings harmony of body, mind, and soul, and intimacy with the Supreme Soul, or Ishtadevata. Traditionally, Swadhyaya has been explained as the study of the sacred scriptures and recitation of mantra, preceded by the syllable Om, through which the sadhaka gains a vision of his Tulari or chosen deity who fulfills all his desires. Sutra 2.45 Samadhi Siddhi Ishvara Pranidhanat. Samadhi means absorption, profound meditation, super consciousness. Siddhi means accomplishment or success. Ishvara means God. Pranidhanat means by surrender, by resignation, by application. Samadhi Siddhi Ishvara Pranidhanat. Surrender to God brings perfection in Samadhi. Samadhi is attained through clarity of intelligence and intensity in thought, to surrender to God. The power of Samadhi comes to him who takes refuge in God. Surrender to God releases the sadhaka from the bondage of earthly desires, leads to the renunciation of sensuous desires, and nurtures in him the most intense form of application.